This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Good morning, it's Thursday, July 3rd, 2025. Mental health is real. Seek help and the stigma on the news this morning. Rivers administrators set to face House of Reps as budget ultimatum expires. ADC emerges as coalition platform amid doubt, criticism. House of Representatives steps down Senate bills. On the foreign scene, U.S. music mogul Diddy denied bail after being cleared of more serious charges. Details of these and more after this break. You're welcome back. I'm Ifechuku Moyele with the news. Now, as the House of Representatives' ultimatum to the Rivers State Administrator, retired Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibas, over the state 2025 budget expires, a reliable source has told our correspondent that the state administrator will honor the invitation of the lawmakers before Friday. As you may know, the 48-hour ultimatum for Ibas to submit the breakdown of major items in the state's 2025 budget elapsed on Wednesday. The chairman of the ad hoc committee on the Rivers State Emergency Rule, Julius Ihomvere, said had issued the ultimatum during the budget defense session in Abuja on Monday. The House was particularly concerned about the allocation of 24 billion naira for CCTV cameras to be installed in the state government house and demanded for the breakdown. It also queried the allocation of 30 billion naira for the purchase of gunboat and 23 billion naira for contingency reserves, requesting for justification of the allocation. It also asked for details of transfers to local government. But a source tells our correspondent that the 24 billion naira allocated for CCTV installation is intended for strategic locations across Port Harcourt and its environs, not inside the government house. The source said the control room for the CCTV was meant to be housed within the government house and monitored by security personnel. The source also defended the 30 billion naira budgeted for gunboat, saying that the investment in CCTV will be ineffective without security equipment for ground operations and to improve waterway security. Now, on the 23 billion naira contingency fund, the source explained that it's a standard practice to allocate fund for unforeseen situations, specifically to address sudden breakdown of security and other equipment. He said the objective of the state government is to improve security in the state. He expressed surprise that the House of Representatives committee chose to go public about the issue rather than invite them. The source also disclosed that the state government will officially brief the media once the budget is signed into law. But a security expert, Stanley Insofo, says it will be an afterthought if the government now claims the CCTV cameras are meant for Port Harcourt and the surrounding areas and not just the government house. Insofo, who is a security service provider, told our correspondent that the sudden change in explanation may be due to public criticism.
Due to the outcry of both the public and everybody, the government have come to say it is meant for the entire The budget was clear that it is for government house. The budget did not state that the control room will be in government house. I think this is actually an afterthought, and due to the public outcry of the huge amount of money that has been earmarked to go down the drain in the name of security camera, and we will monitor to see that those cameras are mounted within the state.
Nsofo described the amount budgeted for the CCTV project as outrageous and questioned why new gunboats are needed when previous administrations already bought some.
Buying a gunboat again, it is something that most government have always hid themselves under to siphon money. The gunboat the former governor bought, I don't think anybody can account for it. We've had series of complaints of pirates terrorizing people from the riverine communities, and those gunboats have not been seen, to have yielded any positive reports.
Well, in another development, some residents of Port Harcourt are reacting to a recent report by SBM Intelligence, which ranks Rivers State as the state with the highest number of deaths from gang violence in Nigeria. Speaking in an interview with our correspondent, some persons disagreed with the findings, saying the state has significantly declined in court-related violence in recent years compared to 2003 and 2019. Others questioned the report's focus, insisting that attention should instead be directed at states like Benue, where killings have been persistent.
We are talking about autism. What about men that are killing in Benue State? They are killing everywhere. They are talking about the people are not talking about it. From 2020, there have been relative peace in all the communities. There have not been any fraternity clash and all that. Now we can move around. Don't say we can move around. You can't hold your phone and move around you. That was then 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, down to 2019. It was hell.
When Rivers State was doing killing of the teens, it was then. There's nothing like that. The report is not true. From 2020 to 2025, Rivers State is calm now. Except this recent administration. Apart from that, I've not heard anything again.
Where my news to be about the FBN activities.
Now, staying with security stories, the Rivers State Police Command says it has arrested 2 suspects in connection with last Saturday's attack on the chairman of the Community Development Committee, CDC, of Okana in Abua Odra local government area of Rivers State, Christian Ediegene. The public relations officer of the command, SP Grace Iringa Koko, told our correspondent that the suspects were arrested by operatives of Ayama Police Division in Abua Central and transferred to State Criminal Investigation and Intelligence Department, SEIID, Port Harcourt, for discreet investigation. Now, SP Grace Iringa Koko, however, did not disclose the identities of the suspects. Earlier, the victim, Ediegene, who shared his ordeals with correspondent Mekotoka, appealed to the police to ensure that justice is served on the matter.
7 a.m. That's 29th of June. I was going to my group of boys ambushed me, hit me on the head, on the shoulder, and on the head. It was when they left. I thought I went to the main road because it was very close to the road. So my community people came, took me to the police station. For now, I'm planning for justice. I don't know. They say they arrested some of them.
Moving on now, the chairman of the Electoral Committee in Ubeta Community, Lucky Dixon, has announced Tabele George as the paramount ruler-elect and Abale Innocent John as the CDC chairman-elect to serve the community for the next 4 years. He described the election held on the 27th of June 2025 as free, fair, and transparent.
I sincerely want to appreciate all the voters for their peaceful conduct during and after the election, and I want to tell the newly elected leaders of our community, the paramount ruler Tabele Indimisi George and the CDC chairman Abale Innocent, to work along with those whom lost the election and ensure they carry everyone along.
He said George polled a total of 51 votes, defeating 6 other contestants, including Julius Ojeme, Cheta Ebina, Vincent Oboji, Humphrey Obodo, Uboji Chukwuma, and Clement Ibliwa. In the election for CDC chairman, he said Abali John won with 91 votes ahead of Azubike Emule, who scored 35 votes, and Emmanuel Udoma, who garnered 22 votes. The CDC chairman-elect spoke afterwards.
I want to appreciate everyone who supported me one way or the other. I want to also appreciate the ELECO members, the ELECO chairman, my campaign director, Edaibe Kalongo, and all my supporters. I want to also thank the entire community for those who voted for me for the victory of this election. As a CDC chairman of Ubeta Elect, I promise that Ubeta community will be taken to a greater height.
Coming up next, ADC emerges as coalition platform amid doubt, criticism. Stay with us.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
You're welcome back, and now the rest of the news. The House of Representatives stepped down all bills transmitted from the Senate for concurrence on Wednesday. It follows what lawmakers describe as consistent disregard by the Red Chamber for over 140 House-originated bills awaiting Senate action. Minority Leader Kingsley Chinda, in response to a Senate bill, frowned at the uncooperative disposition of the Senate towards bills transmitted by the House for concurrence, saying the Green Chambers does not get the same treatment at the Senate. He was supported by another Rivers lawmaker, Awaji Inombeka Biante, who said he has two bills that have been in the Senate since early 2024, which have not been listed for concurrence. Other lawmakers also agreed.
We take Senate bills here and make sure that they progress, but we don't get that same treatment at the Senate.
From what the clerk told me, we have 146 bills that are with the Senate, and I, as a person, I have more than 10 bills. Some are there for more than 6 months. No attention. We don't know what is really happening.
We should even now step down all their bills pending a proper resolution.
It's better we make it verbatim that if they don't do our own, in the next sitting we are not going to do their own.
Well, away from that, former Rivers State Governor Chibuike Amechi, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi, former Senate President David Mark, and other coalition leaders have officially adopted the African Democratic Congress as their platform. During the unveiling held on Wednesday at the Yaradua Center in Abuja, Mark was announced as the interim national chairman, and former Osho State Governor Rauf Aregbesola was announced as the secretary of the ADC. The ADC national chairman Ralph Nwosu says the executives of the party under his leadership have decided to resign and support its interim leadership.
We are setting in motion a new way of leadership that is boldly visionary, deeply committed to improving the lives of our people and restoring our country. We don't have any doubt. We don't have any doubt that in the man we all decided to resign so that he can handle this kingdom and get us to the villa.
Now, David Mark spoke afterward.
This is the part of the coalition.
Let it be known today across Nigeria and beyond, the opposition is united. The platform is ABC. The time is now. The mission is clear. Rescue Nigeria, rebuild Nigeria, return power to the people.
Former Governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, was also present among several other politicians from the PDP, Social Democratic Party, SDP, and the Labour Party. Meanwhile, ADC's 2023 presidential candidate Dumebi Kachikwu and other members of the party's old bloc have criticized Atiku, Obi, and others, accusing them of hijacking the party and claiming they lacked the capacity to lead. In the meantime, a professor of political science at the University of Port Harcourt, Omeni Nwogo, says the ongoing coalition is made up of political elites who still want to grab power. Now, Professor Nwogo said this in an interview with correspondent Suebi Oruwari.
Who are the members of the coalition? When did they change? They are coming together to do what they already know to do. I don't think that's what Nigeria and Nigerians need. Nigerians need a total overhaul. Nigerians need to get back the Nigerian state to themselves, the people, we the people. It has not been we the people ruling Nigeria. It has been a select few, and it is this select few that have been recycling itself. We are tired of recycling, and I don't think coalition as I see it now will work or do Nigeria any good.
Political analyst Festus Ojo also spoke on this.
I told you the other time, it is still not going to change anything. Because most of them they are desperate people looking for offices and positions by all means. Most of them are from the PDP, and if you look at their meeting yesterday, when they made the announcement, no PDP governor was seated here. See the breakaway from PDP. So it's a major loss to the PDP, and it's not a threat to the APC. It's just depleting the PDP more. It's not something that will shift or change anything about the APC towards the 2027 election. They are just looking for a platform.
On her part, the executive director of the Center for Transparency Advocacy, Faith Nwadeshi, said what concerns citizens is the integrity and true intentions of the coalition members, not their party affiliations.
So the question I have is, who are those people that are going into that coalition? What is their pedigree? What have they contributed to the Nigerian polity? Are they going into that coalition because they want to make Nigeria better, or they want to make their pocket better? What is the integrity of that coalition, the people that are there? What have they contributed in the past in making Nigeria a great country? And what are they bringing on the table? Are these people going into a coalition because they feel they have been sidelined by the government? They want to do personal instead of doing collective and making Nigeria a great country.
PDP chieftain Dr. Chidi Lloyd also spoke on this.
There is nothing to worry about the coalition. Those who are in the coalition are people who have lost out of power, people who cannot stay without holding political office, gathering together. Now, the question Nigerians would want to ask is that, are they just coming from the blues? No. People that have been in the corridors of power for God knows how long and have not done anything, have not brought about the desired change. They are bringing nothing new. They have been former governors, former vice presidents, former this and that. So it's the same people. That coalition is dead on arrival because the people who are populating it are people who can't do without power.
In other news, the West Africa Container Terminal WACT APM Terminals Nigeria has marked a milestone in its community development effort with the graduation of over 500 participants from its WACTpreneur program. WACTpreneur is a capacity training program designed to teach business management and entrepreneurship skills to help local community members start and grow their own businesses. Speaking at the graduation event, WACT Managing Director Jisoo Jose said the program, which runs in batches, shows the company's strong commitment to improving lives through sustainable training and development.
My dream is that WACT is in each and every heart, and we touch each and every family in the coming years. I promise you, standing here, on behalf of WACT and APM Terminals, the good work and the collaboration with the community will continue. You will see a lot more.
Also speaking, WACT's senior business people partner, Chinelo Obianyem, said the program has equipped participants with the skills they need to succeed in business.
This comprehensive training and mentorship program has equipped our graduates with the tools necessary to succeed in their businesses. Over 6 months, they covered critical topics such as merchandising, customer relations, supply chain management, record keeping, credit sales, sources of finance, integrity in business, cash flow management, amongst many other topics.
Some of the beneficiaries expressed their appreciation to WACT APM Terminals.
There are some communities that are looking for this opportunity. They are not receiving it.
I'm a beneficiary of this program. Like, this program has learned a lot. I've learned how to do my business, how to give credit, like how to manage the business, how to keep my record of the book, like how to inspect goods, how to know when to buy goods and when not to buy, how to know when my goods is spoil and when to not spoil.
The ceremony brought together beneficiaries from its host communities, One Eleme Local Government Area and Ogubolo Local Government Area, River State, with most of them being women trained in business management and entrepreneurship. According to WACT APM Terminals Nigeria, the program is part of its ongoing commitment to empowering lives through training, which is one of the pillars of its corporate social responsibility. More batches of the WACTpreneur program will continue in the months ahead. On the international scene, a judge has denied bail to Sean Diddy Combs after a jury convicted the hip-hop mogul of transportation to engage in prostitution, but acquitted him of the most serious charges, racketeering and sex trafficking. Lawyers for the recording artist had argued he posed no flight risk, pointing out his jet is being chartered in Hawaii. But Judge Aaron Subramanian cited Combs' history of violence as he ruled the rapper must remain behind bars until sentencing later this year, when he faces up to 20 years in prison. On the news this morning, you heard Rivers Sole Administrator is set to face the House of Reps as the budget ultimatum expires. ADC has emerged as coalition platform amid doubt and criticism. House of Representatives has stepped down Senate bills over lack of reciprocity. On the foreign scene, U.S. music mogul Diddy has been denied bail after being cleared of most serious charges. The news was edited by Chioma Ezewafo. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I am Ifechukwu Moyele. Many thanks for listening.